There is a specific, suffocating weight that hits you the exact moment you realize you've made a massive mistake. A project collapses, a relationship fractures, an opportunity slips away. This text asks the two most pressing questions that follow that moment of collapse. What should we do to correct our mistakes? And what should we do to change our failure into success? Looking at this first stanza, we see our instinctive reaction mapped out. The annotation labels it a universal human wish. We want another chance to blot out the error and unmake history. Without a way to erase the past, we often fall into a psychological trap. We tie our redemption to a clean chronological milestone, telling ourselves we will fix everything on Monday, or at the start of the next month, or on New Year's Day. By doing that, we create a dead zone. Instead of taking immediate action, we sit in the wreckage of our mistake, paralyzed. We are waiting for the calendar to give us permission to try again. Handing your agency over to a clock is dangerous. When you passively wait for a new day to arrive, you allow a temporary setback to stay a permanent defeat. The actual mechanism for a reset operates apart from the passage of time. Notice this handwritten note beside the second stanza, the internal catalyst. The text states, "It does not take a new day." Instead, a brand new start is an internal shift, requiring a deep desire and total commitment from the heart. That desire acts as a mental circuit breaker. It snaps the emotional tether, keeping you tied to the mistake you just made. This shift contrasts with the illusion of a clean slate. The failure still happened, but your orientation toward the very next step you take changes. You don't have to wait until tomorrow. A fresh start is a real-time decision. The process of recovery can begin seconds after the failure occurs. But an internal decision is invisible. For a mental shift to matter, that desire has to translate into physical reality. This brings us to the required behavioral changes, labeled outward actions and forgiveness. The prescription isn't to aggressively hustle. Instead, the text emphasizes grace. Living a little better involves being always forgiving. You then anchor that reset by actively working to add a little sunshine to the world, improving your immediate surroundings. True resilience demands both halves of the equation. You pair internal motivation with tangible, positive modifications to how you operate in the world. There is one final threat. Look at the note beside the last stanza, the power of tomorrow, the hope. The text warns against the urge to give up in despair. When a mistake feels catastrophic, overcome it by recognizing your agency. Tomorrow represents a rolling opportunity to start anew, available in any waking second. It is the immediate, perpetual chance to begin again. Because the catalyst is internal and the actions are within your control, this opportunity operates independently of past track records. No matter how bad the failure was, the choice to pivot is always accessible. This mindset is not a one-time cure. As the blue text box at the very bottom states, practice makes perfect. It requires intentional effort, repeated every single time you stumble. The goal is never to live a life free of mistakes. Ultimate success is mastering the habit of manufacturing your own second chance, exactly when you need it most.